That's right, my friends, nearly 2 years since the release of Black Ops 4 Zombies and a new Easter egg has just been solved. And this takes place on the Zombies map Voyage of Despair. I'm super curious what your opinion is on Voyage of Despair. If you've played it recently or you played it when it first released, what are your thoughts on it? And if while watching this video you're just amazed at how obscure this Easter egg was to find, then let me know below and feel free to leave a like rating. It only takes a second and helps a lot of other people find out about this Easter egg. So what exactly is this Easter egg? Well, to explain it in full, we need to actually go back to Black Ops 3 Zombies Der Eisendrache. Now, it's almost a guarantee that every one of you watching this video is super familiar with Der Eisendrache and knows everything about it like the back of your hand, but you guys may recall that in the mule kick room, which is just past the spawn room, there was a little Easter egg of a raven crow that would be sat above the mule kick machine. Doesn't do anything, but if you shoot it, the raven will disappear into a puff of feathers, and for the longest time we all thought that there was a bigger Easter egg to this. Even Jason Blundell refused to spill the beans on why the raven was in Der Eisendrache and what it meant. Now, the raven is referenced multiple times in Der Eisendrache. As you can see from this example here, there's some life-size statues of the ravens around the map. Now, no one has set in stone worked out what the significance of the raven is. Some may think that the combination of the two ravens and there being two wolf heads as well can be referenced to the two ravens of Odin and his two wolves. Looking at Der Eisendrache on last gen, this raven Easter egg does not exist. It's not there, which means it's not an Easter egg that's significant enough in a gameplay aspect to be included, but rather it's there to add some additional lore to the current gen version of the map. Now, you're probably sat here scratching your head going, John, why are you talking about Der Eisendrache? This video is supposed to be about Voyage of Despair, and this is where the Der Eisen raven comes in. Now, this Voyage Easter egg is tied to that exact same Der Eisendrache raven, but it is hiding in a very sneaky spot, and you can only interact with it by shooting it with a certain weapon. Now, I first heard about this from Glitching Queen. She posted a video on her channel crediting JackalBoy88, who emailed her on how he discovered this Easter egg himself and spent several days working out exactly how he did it and what the end result was. So I'll leave a link to Queen's video down below in this video's description, as well as a link to JackalBoy88's post on Reddit explaining how he discovered this. So JackalBoy noticed that above the crow's nest at the very top of the mast on the forecastle, there is a bird sat there. It's very hard to see as it's very high up, but he noticed it a little while ago and thought it was an odd thing to be all the way up there for decorative purposes when it's so hard to see. And I'll be honest, I've never ever looked up here to notice anything. So JackalBoy grabbed a sniper rifle. As you can see here with the locust, you can see with a closer look, you can see the bird sat there, and it even has a little wing flap animation. So it's fully animated, and Treyarch purposely put this up here for us to see. And at first glance, it just looks like a fun little decorative piece, something which the very keen-eyed would look up and notice it. And if you shoot it with a weapon, nothing happens. You see a cloud of feathers or smoke coming from it in the exact same way that we see it in Der Eisendrache, but the bird just stays sat there. JackalBoy couldn't help thinking it was a strange decision by Treyarch to just put the bird all the way up there, but nevertheless, he carried on with the game and he couldn't stop thinking about it. So he set up trying all sorts of things, landing a homunculus in the crow's nest, bashing the mast with the shield, using level 3 specialist, shooting with numerous weapons and different alternate ammo types, and nothing worked. The bird continued to sit there until he got himself the Kraken. So he tried shooting it with the Pack-a-Punch Kraken and 3 of its elemental variants, and nothing happened. But when he tried it with a Decay Kraken variant shot, a red hit marker popped up on the screen, and you'll see here, to do this you need to go and grab all the parts to be able to upgrade the element inside the Kraken, as well as killing a acid zombie, getting yourself the Decay Kraken. And as you can see here, I shoot it and the bird disappears with that hit marker. But after the next couple of days of repeating this and searching around the map to see if there was anything out of the ordinary, he figured that perhaps there might be another bird somewhere. So he spent a lot of time in theater mode trying to light up the map to find if the bird had moved or anything, but then he eventually discovered what this did. If you make your way over to the room that has the Zeus perk, to the left of it on the table is going to be an open book that has blank pages. There's just nothing written in this book. But once you shoot this bird with the elemental kraken, the book reveals text that was not there on the page before. It's a ciphertext which reads as some random gobbledygook. Now, he identified this as a transposition cipher, and after rearranging it into various blocks of letters, he solved it. And upon grouping the text into rows of 8, you can read down the columns left and right to find this following message: once you were a gangster, now you are a soldier. What do you truly stand for? And in story context, this is obviously referring to Bruno and the fact that he is part of the Order, but before the Easter egg was complete, we had no real idea. So this was there the entire time to give us that little nudge towards the story. Now, this isn't some incredible, groundbreaking, gameplay-changing Easter egg, but nevertheless, it is incredible that after so long since the game's been out, none of us have ever noticed that if we looked up there with a sniper rifle, there was a bird. And if we shoot it with a certain elemental kraken, it's going to disappear, revealing a cipher message. And as far as Easter eggs go in Black Ops Zombies, we feel like we've absolutely discovered them all. There is nothing else left to find, and yet here we are in 2020, still being surprised by stuff as small but as cool as this. And on top of that, it's an amazing discovery by JackalBoy88 that he stuck to it and saw this through until he realized and discovered exactly what he did. And honestly, we need more people like this in the zombies community that have that dedication to discovering new things. And as minor as the outcome is, it's still amazing that we have a new Easter egg just recently been found in Black Ops 4 Zombies. That's something to celebrate, especially when it comes to the fact that it's Voyage of Despair. Not only that, but it's an Easter egg that ties back to a minor small Easter egg inside of Dreisendrach, which for months and months, Jason Blundell teased as being something more than what it was. Like I said, there could be some minor storyline lore to why the Raven is there and why there are Ravens around Dreisendrach. If you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. But it's the fact that Treyarch played with us and knew that we wanted to sort of bring that Easter egg into reality, even though it wasn't. And then Treyarch thought, you know what, in the next game, let's put that bird back in there. So who knows if it's actually the exact same bird from Dreisendrach? It's probably not. But the fact that Dreisen is Ether and Voyage is Chaos, it's cool that that's potentially one of the only actual crossovers we've ever seen in-game of something existing in both Ether and Chaos at the same time. Like I said, not the biggest Easter egg in the world, but it's something new, and I definitely wanted to share it with the wider community so you guys are in the know that there are still more Easter eggs being found in Call of Duty Zombies, and who knows, there could be even bigger, crazier Easter eggs than that lying around. But if you enjoyed the video, guys, drop it a like rating. Check out JackalBoy and Glitching Queen down below in this video's description. And on your screen now, please go ahead and check out my previous video from last night, which is 15 features removed from Call of Duty Zombies, including some stuff which I guarantee you have never heard of before. It's crazy. But thank you for watching. Click the video on your screen. I'll catch you there in a few moments.